What if a single idea could completely upend an industry overnight? Imagine waking up to a world where taxi companies no longer dominate transportation, where streaming replaces cable, or where banking no longer requires a physical branch. It sounds like a futuristic dream, but we've already lived through these shifts. Disruptive innovation isn't just about new technology. It's about rethinking the way things have always been done. It's about challenging norms, taking bold risks, and creating solutions that transform industries and lives. Today, we're diving into what makes an idea truly disruptive, the companies that have reshaped entire markets, and how you can harness this mindset to drive change in your own world. Understanding disruptive innovation. Not all innovation is disruptive. Some ideas improve existing models, making things a little faster, a little better. But disruptive innovation completely rewrites the rules. It introduces something so new, so game-changing, that traditional businesses either have to adapt or collapse. Clayton Christensen, who coined the term disruptive innovation, described it as a breakthrough that starts small but eventually takes over an entire industry. It often begins with an underserved market, offering a simpler, more affordable, or more accessible alternative. Over time, it improves, gains traction, and before anyone realizes it, it becomes the new standard. Think about companies like Uber, Netflix, and Airbnb. They didn't invent taxis, television, or hotels. They simply reimagined how we access them. Disruptive innovation thrives in times of change, and right now, we're in one of the most rapidly evolving technological landscapes in history. Engaging examples and case studies. Let's talk about Netflix. In the early 2000s, Blockbuster was king. People drove to stores, rented DVDs, and paid late fees if they forgot to return them. Then Netflix introduced a simple idea: mail-order DVDs with no late fees. It was convenient, but still small-scale. Then came e-streaming, a move that seemed risky at the time but completely changed how we consume media. Today, Netflix isn't just a streaming service. It's a content powerhouse that forced the entire entertainment industry to rethink its approach. Blockbuster? Well, we all know how that story ended. Another example: fintech. For decades, traditional banks had a monopoly on financial services. Enter companies like PayPal, Square, and Revolut, platforms that removed the need for physical branches and gave people control over their money in new ways. Suddenly, transferring funds, making payments, and accessing credit became faster, easier, and more inclusive. These examples prove that disruption isn't about being the biggest player. It's about seeing the opportunity that others overlook. Okers, Eater, applying disruptive innovation to transformative change. So how can you apply disruptive thinking in your own work, business, or even daily life? Here are 3 key strategies. 1. Embrace a bold vision. Disruptors don't settle for making minor improvements. They imagine completely new possibilities. Instead of asking, "How can I do this better?" ask, "How can this be done differently?" Foster a culture of experimentation. Risk and failure are part of the process. Disruptive: companies test, fail, and refine quickly. If you're building something new, don't wait for perfection. Launch, learn, and adapt. Leverage technology and data. The most successful disruptors use tech to break barriers, whether it's automation, AI, or decentralized systems, digital. Tools allow businesses and individuals to move faster and smarter. Consider a small entrepreneur who used these strategies. Sophia Amoruso, founder of Nasty Gal. She started by selling vintage clothes on eBay, built a brand using digital marketing, and grew it into a multi-million-dollar business. All by seeing an opportunity in a space where others weren't looking. Disruptive innovation doesn't require massive resources. It requires a fresh perspective and a willingness to act. Key takeaways. Disruptive innovation isn't just about radical ideas. It's about challenging the norm, leveraging technology, and being bold, enough to create transformative change. The companies and individuals who embrace disruption aren't afraid to rewrite the rules. And that's exactly why they succeed. Here's your challenge. Identify one area in your life, business, or industry where you can apply disruptive thinking. It could be a product idea, a new way of working, or a problem you've always wanted to solve. Take the first step. Brainstorm, research, or even test your idea. And I want to hear about it. Share your insights and ideas on social media. Tag me or join the conversation in our community. Remember, every transformative change starts with a single disruptive idea. What will yours be? See you next time.